Hey guys, this is Dan at Rosie and Maple Syrup. Today I want to talk to you guys about finding and fixing leaks in our vacuum tubing setups. This box has two pumps. There's actually a SureFlow pulling vacuum and an Aquatech underneath it. Pushing it, you can see the sap's coming out there, and it's going up a hill about 50 feet in elevation, 200 feet long, to a collection tank. So this is the one with two pumps. I've got another one with only the SureFlow. But both of these setups have these individual line valves. And the reason why we do this is if we're not getting a full vacuum, full vacuum, we'd want to see 20, 25 to 29 inches of vacuum. The sap's just starting to flow today, guys. It just got up over 40. It's only on our second day, and we're finding leaks, okay? So I've got one line isolated here. You want to be able to isolate your lines to be able to look for leaks. If you're not getting full vacuum, first thing you want to do is look at each of your lines coming in. If the sap is moving fairly consistently from a speed standpoint on those lines, then you don't have a leak on that line most likely. If the sap is zipping by, and I'll show you what that looks like here on this line, you probably have a leak on this line. Okay, and you want to isolate it so that you can build vacuum and draw sap off these lines until you fix this leak. And we're going to fix this leak right now, and I'm going to show you how to do this. Okay, so you can see we're only pulling about 15 inches, and when I open this valve, okay, it's going to change everything. It's going to start having sap zip through that one line. Our vacuum dropped way low, okay, down to 0. It'll climb up a little bit, and we're going to let that do that. And then we're going to leave this line open, and we're going to use the vacuum and the speed of the sap to help inform us of where that leak might be. And we're also going to use a pair of hose pinch pliers that I added 3/4 inch PVC to pinch off the line and find the leak. Okay, this is a very helpful tool in finding and fixing leaks. All right, so let's just give this a second. I'm going to let this run for a few seconds here and see if we get any more vacuum pulled up on that. If not, we're going to just start heading up the hill to isolate and find the leak with the pliers. Again, I want you to watch the speed difference. See how much faster the sap's moving through this line versus this one. This is pulling vacuum on the trees, so the sap's going to move at a slower speed. This one, since there's an air leak, it's going to pull the sap really quick through along with the air. That's why this moves so much quicker. This is your sign that this is the line that has the leak when your vacuum won't build. Okay, so we're only built up to a little less than 5 inches. It might climb still a little bit, but it's never going to get to full vacuum with a leak like this. You don't want that sap moving that fast. That's a sign that it's pulling air in someplace along the tube. And there could be multiple reasons for that. It could be a leak at the tap. It could be a small pinhole from a thorn or something in the tubing. It could be a squirrel or a fish or chew on the tubing. It could be any of those types of things, or cracked T. So we're going to go try to figure that out here, and I'll show you again the technique with the pliers. Okay guys, this is what I'm talking about, how to troubleshoot. You can see I've got the line pinched off to the left over there. I'm going to let go of this so I can focus the camera. You can see the sap isn't moving at all. Okay. To the right though, over here, it's moving slowly, coming out of these taps off this tree. Okay. So at this point we know we're pulling nice vacuum on this side, and this side I've got it blocked off. And when I let this go, watch how fast the sap will zoom by. Okay, get ready. See how fast it starts zooming by? Which is a sign that there's a leak upstream still. Okay, so we're just going to keep going up and doing that check until we find where that is. So I've got this pinched off again. You just pinch that all the way down until the sap stops flowing. on the one side there. And I'm just looking at this tap. It's pulling sap nice and slow. Again, our trees are just starting to thaw. So that seems like we still have good vacuum all the way up here. We're up pretty high. Now we're getting close to the top. We only got a handful of trees left to check, maybe 6. And no leaks that I can find so far. So perhaps it was just all the air that was in the line from the off season, and it was taking a while to build. But we'll keep going and see if we find anything. If not, we'll keep an eye on it and check again the next day if we need to. All right, we're gonna check these 2 trees. Again, same procedure. Pinch this off until we stop all flow. Okay. And these are still pulling nicely up here. So I don't know. We may not have a leak. We're near the top. We've come a long way. I don't know if you can see all the way down to the road. And we still got ways to go. But when I let go of this, let's see if it zooms by. It will a little bit, but it stabilizes fairly quick. And these didn't lose vacuum. They're still pulling, and we'll do that again just so you can see. They're pulling at the same rate no matter what I do upstream. They don't bounce backwards when I let go of the clamp, which I'm going to let go of now. They continue to pull forward. Both of them. So we'll keep going here, but I think we might just have had a lot of air in the line to start the season. Okay, we're all the way up at our end of line, and it seems to be okay. So if we weren't pulling vacuum up here, this wouldn't be happening. This nice slow draw out of the tree. So I'm thinking we just had a lot of excess air in the line as we started getting going. We're going to walk back down and check the pump and see how it's performing now. And we'll also check the other lines. We'll make sure we didn't have a leak in another line. But this line is really long. It's like 1,400 feet with 22 or 23 taps on it. So it may take a little while to get full and pull all the air out. It's a long run of 3/16. We've got a long drop. You can't even see. The other side of the ridge is over there, but we go way down over 120 feet probably to where our sugar house is, but this line actually goes below that by about another 50 feet. So probably close to 170 feet of drop on this line. And again, about 1,400 feet in length. So we're going to just keep an eye on it. But the procedure is what I showed you guys. You know, just using this ratcheting set of pliers. I put the PVC pipe over it to make it more of a round surface, so it's less aggressive on the tubing. And you know, you just clamp it down until you stop the flow, and you can check to see, did your vacuum build at that point. And then when you let it go, if things go rushing by and you see a lot of airflow with a little bit of sap, then you know you got a problem. But we did that all the way up on every tap, and I think we're okay. All right, guys, we're back down here, and you can see we're up to 20 inches. So, and the sap, see, it's moving all about the same speed in, okay, which is a good sign. And we checked every single one of these, and none of them seem to be, when you shut it off, making the vacuum jump much higher. So, or when you let them go, none of them seem to be dropping the vacuum. So I don't think we have any leaks at this point. We're just going to let things start flowing, and I bet you this vacuum continues to climb. I bet we end up over 25 to 28 here shortly with the temperatures coming up. and we should be good. We're going to go check the other box, but hope you appreciated how to check for leaks. Apologize that there wasn't actually a leak on this line like I thought there was, but the technique should be helpful for all of you. If you like this video, please be sure to subscribe to our channel to check out our other content, and please like it as well. Thank you.